Yes.
Dandadan episode 1 was absolutely wild. But before I get to the episode, y'all just need to go listen to that intro, man. I'm pretty sure I could not play that whole 1:30 intro on YouTube, or else they'll break into my door and take my kneecaps. But go listen to that hoe. It was a bop. But we start off with our GOAT, Momo Ayase. And Momo's creeper ass boyfriend is broke and begging for coochie. Like, damn nigga, pick a struggle. So you know what Momo does? She tried to kick dog right in the mouth, but his ass took the kick. And then he beat her ass. What is bro's problem? And before anybody says, oh, but Momo tried to hit his ass first, that nigga was just begging for money and coochie within the span of 2 minutes. Dudes like that, you just gotta put your hands on. Her ass gets up, goes to class, and she needs consoling because she just broke up with her very first boyfriend. Because her friends ain't helping her with nothing. Momo's friends then ask her why she would date a guy like that. And the only reason Momo dated that dude in the first place was because he looked like Ken Kakakura, her favorite actor. So she starts roaming the hallways, and then we run into our other main character, Big Goat, Okarun. And they over here doing bro dirty, throwing goddamn trash at my goat. And as someone that has read the manga, it sucks seeing him with this boof ass cut and getting bullied at the same time. Cause really, Momo changed this broke nigga life. Cause bro went from this to this, I mean immediate 1,000+ aura. I think we just gotta abolish the bowl cut as a whole, cause they had my man Gohan out in Namek beating new races with that boof ass cut. Like, I'd come back home and obliterate Chi-Chi. Like, why'd you cut bro's hair like this? But little dickhead number 4 put a magnet in this paper ball. He was finna throw it at Okarun. But Momo pulled up and she was like, I'm gonna need you to stop that right there, buddy. And everybody in class just turned around, got back to doing what they was doing. And I'm not gonna lie, this funny as hell. Cause after Momo left Okarun's classroom, Okarun pulled up on her out of nowhere. And a bad bitch talked to him one time. He already want to talk about everything he likes with her. Bro start talking about UFOs and UAPs because he is deeply enamored by the occult. Momo then snaps on his ass because she was not trying to hear none of that BS. She done broke up with her boyfriend 3 minutes ago. And here this goofball go yapping. But her ass realized she took it a little too far. And since Okarun was talking about everything that he liked with her, Momo tells Okarun that she believes in ghosts. And then this nigga Okarun start cracking up. He said ghosts aren't real. If I was Momo, I would have punched bro in the back of the head. And now these two goofy ass goobers arguing in the middle of the hallway about which one is more real, the occult or ghosts. But to Momo's benefit, her grandma is a spirit medium. I only talked about this so I can segue into talking about Seiko. Cause Jesus Christ, this gotta be the baddest 60-year-old ever. So these two goofy goober ass niggas decide to have a contest on who's right. Okarun sends Momo to a hospital where there's been UFO sightings, and Momo sends Okarun to a tunnel where there's been reported ghost sightings. But now that both of these niggas is in their locations talking to each other on the phone, but they start getting familiar with one another, letting them relationship seeds. But as Okarun is talking to Momo on the phone, walking through this tunnel, he starts looking down and he sees these bloody ass footprints. But then dog turns around and he sees this old ass lady. She looks at Okarun. She says, and I quote, "I'll let you suckle on my teats, so let me gobble that weenie."
Yeah. Type shit.
Momo didn't tell Okarun that he was walking in a freaky cave because what in the hell is her problem? And like any normal person in this situation, that little nigga starts hitting a dash. But it turns out that's the worst possible thing that bro could have done. Because if Turbo Granny beats you in a race, you are cursed. And I just feel so bad for Okarun because bro was set up from the start. And golly, wow. Look at Turbo Granny hitting the damn dash. Yeah, it was over as soon as Okarun stepped foot in this goddamn tunnel, I'm not gonna lie. And Momo on the phone just hearing this nigga get beat the hell up, man. I just think this is hilarious. But Momo tries to go after Okarun to save the nigga life because she just set this nigga up for failure. But the moonlight shining through the hospital building starts to come off through each window. And then Momo turns around and sees 3 niggas stanced up behind her. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't have given these niggas a single chance to do anything. I would have just jumped out the window, bro. Y'all niggas built weird as hell and in the shadows. Oh yeah, nah, you was finna do something crazy to me. But Momo hits the dash frame 1 and oh my god. Pause. Do you see this? This the type of shit you see in your nightmares that got you running forever in that hole. I mean, like, what are you supposed to do in this situation? She started running and they was already damn near stepping on the back of her heels. And Okarun sent Momo to the freaky hospital because they caught up to her and just straight up ripped her clothes off. What is going on with these freaky ass niggas? Screen faced to black and Momo got transported on a damn UFO And those 3 niggas are aliens called the Serpoians. And there's only male Serpos. They're telling Momo they reproduce through clones, but they trying to find out a different way. But old dude right here pulls out his robot boing boing and says, let's have sex.
And your man's a pedophile. He likes underage kids.
Get these thugs away from her, man. They got her on the freaky ship. Save her now. Not only that, they said they finna use psychedelics to arouse her, bro. They drugging her too. Someone please come save my goat right now. This is getting crazy. But before they can complete their freak crusade, Momo's phone starts ringing. One of the Serpos picks up, and out from the phone comes Okarun. But it's not just Okarun, it's Okarun cursed with Turbo Granny. As she starts biting niggas shaboing boings off. You know what? I'm gonna let her comment towards Okarun's slide. But Okarun is trying his best to control the curse, but it's not working as Turbo Granny over here biting niggas' dicks off. I'm talking about bit the meat and then did a suplex with it. That's crazy. But Okarun Granny Infused pulls up on the last Serpo, but they get blown back by this blast. Okarun starts pulling his heart out. He's like, I ain't never had no friend, but Miss Momo, Miss ISA was the first nigga ever to stand up for me. So I can't let anybody do some freak nasty stuff to her. That's crazy. He says, I'm gonna give him my all. So he tries to muster up some strength to do something. But oh nah, he just gets blown back again. And he gives up. He's like, you know what? That's the max. My fault, ISA. You're gonna have to hold that. The Serpo gets back to drugging ISA. And her ass is trying her damnedest to not get drugged. So she gets thrown into a flashback with her grandma. And since her grandma was a spirit medium, she was teaching her about how to control her chi. And she remembered how. Strengthen your abs and then shoot that hoe up through your head. So she does just that and breaks out of the psychedelic. So now it's spit back time on these bitch ass aliens. And with Momo's spiritual power, she kicks the piss out of this Serpo. Sent little bro flying, had him spinning like a Beyblade too. But she kicked the nigga so hard he flew out of the UFO. And now everything out of the UFO is starting to malfunction. It's bugging. But possessed Okarun pulls up on Momo and starts biting her arm. And she's like, nigga, just break out of it, bro. Come on now, it's not that hard. But Turbo Granny comes out of Okarun. She's like, hey man, I'm only doing this because I'm too far away from that tunnel. But I possessed this kid shaboing boing. If you want him to have it back, you gotta come see me with the hands about it. And she dips up out of there as the spaceship crashes with Okarun and ISA in it. And god damn, this was a mean ass crash. Was there nobody on this street at all? But Momo and Okarun come out of this spaceship and they're just now thinking about what the hell just happened to them. Because Momo, the nigga that didn't believe in aliens, just got abducted by aliens. And Okarun, the nigga that didn't believe in curses, just got cursed. But they decide they'd have their best chance at Turbo Granny if they go together. But Okarun says one of 10 Kakakura's lines from one of his movies and Momo's heart starts fluttering. As Momo didn't ask for Okarun's name. And guys, guess what this nigga's real name is? Ken Takakura. And just like that, that's the end of the episode. As a nigga that read the manga, this Dandadan episode was fire. Yes, 10 out of 10. I can't wait for next week's episode. But the moral of the story is, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, do not be a freak. But other than that, if you like, comment, subscribe, do the good stuff, and yeah, I'm out of here. Bye.